on, everybody out there? This is Popular Stranger, and we are back at you again today with another Madden 24 Ultimate Team video. In today's video, we're going to show you how to upgrade your free Spirit player to an 89 overall and how to earn Spirit Letter collectibles. Now, if you guys enjoyed this video, if you like it, if it helps you out, make sure you go ahead and click that thumbs up button. Shows a lot of support on the channel, helps the videos get noticed. Also, if you're brand new here, you're searching on YouTube for Mutt24 content, whether it's how to make coins, how to get free players, how to build your Ultimate Team, you found the right channel for everything. Stay a while, click that subscribe button, turn that notification bell on as well so you guys are alerted when we drop additional videos. Let's get right on into it. Actually, before we start, I'll just say it up front, there's likely going to be a part 2 to this video later on because everything you need to get this player up to an 89 overall is not available, but we can kind of take some guesses and show you exactly what to expect from part 2 and part 3 of this promo, where we should get more opportunities to upgrade the player. Also, at this moment, a lot of you have not received the welcome pack to get the 82 overall Spirit player. Luckily, I did on this account. Over on my No Money Spent account, I did not, and we've had this issue with the welcome pack RG3 and the welcome pack Derrick Henry from the Unstoppable promo, and it's now happening again. I can tell you EA is aware of this issue. I don't think, or at least at this moment, they haven't sent out like an official tweet, but as soon as I realized that I got the pack on my main account and I did not get it on my No Money Spent account, I sent them over a message and they said we are aware and they're working on it. There was an issue with it going out correctly or something within that welcome pack, so hopefully they'll get it solved here. But luckily, again, because I have it, I can demo this for you and kind of show you what to expect. So whenever you do get the welcome pack, whether you got it now or you get it later, you're going to get an 82 overall Spirit player. This player will have the ability to be upgraded to an 89 overall, and I'm pretty sure you're going to be able to do this all for free. Like, this is a free card from the promo. It's a right outside linebacker. I'm going to let you guys leave your guesses down below in the comment section on who you think it is, and we kind of get some hints towards who it could be early on. But if you go to the upgrade path, the very first step is going to require 5 training. That's going to allow you to put abilities onto the card, which aren't really important at this point. But as you can see, every collectible that you add, it's going to go up in OVR, and you need a total of 4 collectibles. So you go from an 82 to an 84 to an 86 to an 88, and then finally, here's the final form of the 89 overall right outside linebacker. He's going to have 88 speed, so that's pretty fast. Finesse move will only be 77, but the power move is going to be 90, so that's really good. And then block shed will be up to an 87. So this is going to be a good pass rusher slash run stopper, and for a free card, I think it's pretty solid. So if you look in your upper right, below where it says ratings, it says add the most feared upgrade token to increase ratings and upgrade OVR. And again, you're going to need 4 of these tokens to get them from an 82 to an 89. Now, if you head on over to your most feared solo challenges, this is where 2 of the 4 tokens that you need are going to be found within the milestone reward. So I can't stress it enough. It's a 3-part promo. More is going to be on the way, but the very first sequence, if you beat it, you're going to get a total of 40 stars, which if you look at the milestone rewards is not enough to get an upgrade token. And you can see there is 1 upgrade token that's going to take place at 120 stars. So there's 1 of 4 of tokens that we need to upgrade this card all the way up. The second one can actually be earned right now, and if you look at these individual solo challenges, if you look at the rewards, if you play them on at least 1 star, you're going to get a Spirit Letter. So this was something that I was curious or uninformed about on my previous video, and we figured it out. It wasn't too hard, but here it is. So each individual solo that you beat is going to give you a Spirit Letter. You only need to beat it on 1 star, as I mentioned, but it's going to benefit you more to play as on the 4 stars because you want to get that milestone reward done at 120 stars to get that other upgrade token. So what do you do with these Spirit Letters? You're going to get enough, or you're going to get 1 for each and every solo. Once you knock it out, you'll have the 40 stars, and you'll also have all of the Spirit Letters. You're going to take those over to the item sets and put them into a set to get another upgrade token. So once you get 2 item sets, go to your program filter, you're going to go to most feared, and the very first one that you see, it says first Spirit session. So the fact that it says first lets me think, or makes me think, that a second one will be on the way. So more solos are likely going to happen. Will those solos give more spirit letters with more hints? And will you be able to put those into a second and maybe even a third set to get more upgrade tokens? Remember, we need 4. We know 1 is in solo challenges, and we know this second one here is in item sets. And if you've collected all the spirit letters, well, hopefully most of you can read. It spells out Super Bowl. So there is a hint, in my opinion, on who this player potentially could be. So I think the two very obvious guesses that most of you are going to make here on this player will be Terrell Suggs and James Harrison, both right outside linebackers, both pretty much power rushers in their day, so this card and the attributes kind of fit their style of play, and both of them have won multiple Super Bowls, so obviously this saying Super Bowls with an S would lead us all to think that whoever this player is, they've won Super Bowls multiple times. So those are my two guesses. If you guys can think of any other players, feel free to do so. So we're going to go ahead and complete this set. Again, we play the solos to get these letters or collectibles. We put the collectibles into the set, and in return, it's going to give us an upgrade token, which we're going to go back on over to the 82 overall card, go to the upgrade path, and place that in there, and that should now bump him up to an 84 overall. Also, doing this is going to help you get XP within the Most Feared Field Pass, which has a whole bunch of other rewards within it, so you want to do this for that reason as well. And playing through those solos, not only are you going to earn the collectibles, but you're going to get Most Feared XP and the milestone rewards as well. I looked through the Most Feared Field Pass, I looked through the Most Feared login calendar, because you're going to get rewards for logging in on a daily basis, and of course when you progress through the Most Feared Field Pass, you're going to get rewards such as treats and free packs, 87 overalls, XP in your Season 2 Field Pass. I did not see any more upgrade collectibles anywhere in there, so the biggest question we have is where do the other 2 collectibles come from? Being that that set had the word first in it, again, lets me think that there's going to be a second and even a third, and when part 2 and part 3 of this promo come out, we'll have a new set of solos that gives us a new set of letters. Those letters will probably give us another set of clues on who this player is, and then you'll take those letters, put them into a set to get a second collectible for part 2 and a third collectible for part 3, which would total 4 if you include those, plus the one that you get from the milestone rewards within the solos. I also looked through like the objectives rewards, and the only thing you're ever going to get is XP. I thought maybe they would sneak like a collectible in here somewhere, but that's just simply not the case. And as I mentioned earlier, you do get XP for completing a spirit board set, which is what we did a moment ago to get us 1000 XP. So we're back over in the upgrade path of this mystery player, the spirit player, and we now have that collectible that we can place in here to bump him up to an 84 overall, and this is what the card is going to be on the field. Nothing to get excited about, right? He's not actually going to be usable until you get him up to an 88 or 89 overall. But one other cool thing to pay attention to in this card, right, is that they have a Most Feared chemistry, and if you get enough Most Feared players on your team in your lineup, they're going to boost a bunch of attributes. So this one in particular, every step, every OVR that you boost them up, they get more Most Feared chem. So if you have the base level player, he's only going to count ×1 of that Most Feared chem. If you get him to the second step where we have him now, we can unlock the second or ×2 Most Feared chem, and eventually we can get this one all the way up to a ×5, which is going to help you get closer to maxing out the Most Feared chemistry in your lineup if you want to go that route. Now, if it's even worth it to chase after a Most Feared chemistry built team, that's totally up to you. But one other thing I do want to point out, we have the ×2 on this mystery player, and he can play on the field right now, even though he's not at an 89 overall. Notice that I do have Avonte Maddox on defense. Over on offense, I have Marshawn Lynch. These players by default do not have the Most Feared chem. You basically have to take one or the other. If I go into the upgrade path for Marshawn, we can keep Seahawks chem on him, we can put Bills or Raiders, or we can go with the Most Feared. So for me, I'm rocking an Eagles team, right? I would have to make a decision. Do I want to keep the Eagles team chem on Avonte Maddox, or do I want to place the Most Feared chem on him? And that's also going to be a decision you're going to have to make as far as the boosts go. Let me go over to the chemistry section on our lineup screen. I had to scroll all the way down to the bottom here to find it because we're only at 2 right now. And if you look at the Most Feared, for 5 components, you're going to get +1 to strength. For 2 or for 10, you're going to get jumping. 15 is going to be agility. Kind of looks similar to like a 50-50 theme team. So once you get to 25, and again, this is Most Feared players, once you get to 25, you'll get +1 speed, and then you may not be able to see it because my face cam's not blocking it. I thought it might, but when you get to 50, it gives you another +1 to speed. So you could potentially build a whole Most Feared team, and again, we got more cards coming for part 2 and part 3, and if you can get get them up to 50, you're going to get +2 speed on all of the most feared players in your lineup with this mystery player at right outside linebacker, giving you potentially up to 5 times. And remember, we saw his attributes boosted all the way up. If you get him on a 50-50 most feared theme team, we're now looking at, with that speed, would go all the way up to 90. So 90 speed, 90 plus power move, and pretty high block shed. Could be a pretty good card, but it also could be very, very expensive to build the most feared theme team. I think I'll just stick with my normal theme teams out there, maybe try to go for like 5 or 10 to get a little bit of boost out there, maybe even 15 if we get enough good players from part 2 and 3. But that's how you're going to upgrade your spirit player whenever most of you get it. Again, I know a lot of you did not get the welcome pack, but that's what we can expect. And whenever part 2 and part 3 comes out, which will likely be, you know, a week from today on Thursday for part 2, we'll figure out how to get those additional collectibles. But it sounds like they're going to come the same way that the first one came that we got in this video. Thank you for tuning in. My name is Popular Stranger. I'm out. Peace.